How's it going, everybody? This is Taylor from the PRN Pig Racing Network, and today we bring you to the Mexico City Road Course. These Mountain Dew Kickstarter drivers are ready to get their road course racing skills and bring it to the test here in this track. We've been to this track just a couple of weeks ago with the Whelen Modified Late Model Series, and that one turned out to be a crazy race in the first corner. And then once everything started to settle down, everything was starting to become like a road course. Maybe that'll happen today. We have no idea. We have JJ Hoferber up at the front of the field with Peter in second, Christopher Owen in third, Jeffrey Chevelle in fourth, and Carter Thiessen in fifth. Fred Bennington starts sixth, Miles Mashburn starts seventh, John Hart will start eighth, Rick Ando ninth, and Justin Seigel will round out the top 10 in the starting positions. Of course, we have to talk about our points drivers. Miles Mashburn being the first driver ahead of everybody in this race, starting 7th. Eli Bright will start 11th in this one, and Noah Robb will start 35th, near dead last. And with 39 drivers set to get their road course skills going, we hope that this race will be as entertaining as possible. With the points positions starting to amp up, and the points lead starts to increase as the races go on, it's just a little bit of time before the chase starts happening. But without further ado, let's get this race started. Here's the command to get this race underway.
In honor of the Highway Patrol's 75 years of service, gentlemen, start your engines.
There's the command. Pace car rolls. We are set to go racing here. 20 laps, no cautions. The caution rule will be in effect at the second half of this season for road courses, since we don't go to many road courses. I don't know, though I may not do that, depends on what happens. Pace car's down pit road. JJ Hoferber will lead these guys to the green flag. Just eagerly awaiting the green flag here at Mexico City. And it is just about to fly. And it is waving, ladies and gentlemen. We are off racing here at Mexico City. Hoferber putting up a fight here. You're coming into this corner. Comes into this corner with the biggest advantage, but so will Peter coming out of the Hoferber will have the biggest advantage coming out of that. Oh, Austin Kramer in the 81 car, Timothy Clusters, is involved in an accident. They are 4 wide up here. Noah Robb's in this group of cars here. 32 Tom Kenton's in the sand. Keeping an eye on this 3 wide battle. The points with the guy up ahead of the points. I believe he would be second. I'm not sure. He's either second or first. He's in this cluster of a battle right here. 3 wide for some position. I don't know what position it is. Austin Kramer and Timothy Clusters do make it out of the sand trap just fine. Looks like they just got into each other, but they're back there. I don't know if they'll go down pit road. Noah Robb will come out of this thing clean as a whistle. Although whistles aren't necessarily clean, but people say that all the time, so I'm saying. Hoferber will come out of this last turn, and he will lead the first lap of today's race. With Peter in second, Jeffrey Chevelle in third, and Christopher Owen in fourth. Fred Bennington will cross that line fifth. Carter Thiessen in sixth, John Hart seventh, Justin Seigel eighth, Miles ninth, and Rick Ando will round out your top 10. Single file throughout the whole entire field. Looks like Peter's starting to catch up a little bit to the front of the field. Looking at some packs of cars here, just trying to ease their way through the field. Noah Robb starting to gain some ground on many drivers, trying to get as many positions as he can so he can get up to the points, because he's definitely not in the greatest of situations in the points, especially with Miles Mashburn being in the top 10 and Eli Bright just outside the top 10. 20 laps of this race. It is going to be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. These lap times are definitely a good amount of lap times. They are 1.5 minutes on average, at least. Don't know if pit stops are happening, though. They may come halfway through the race. 1 lap completed in this race, and right now we're going to take a quick commercial break. Our Verizon IndyCar Series champion of J.J. Hoferber is leading right now here at Mexico City. Can he win this race and get some success in this series? We'll find out here in the next few commercial break minutes. I screwed that up, whatever. And anyways, 2 laps have been completed. Hoferber leads with Peter in second. We'll return in a moment.
Hi, I'm the genie of Papartica. Okay, chop chop, 3 wishes.
I want a pet singing lizard.
Squee-doo-da-doo-wah, yo. Call me.
I want the biggest box of Pop-Tarts in the world.
Kid, start wishing for a bigger toaster.
Part of this complete breakfast.
Crazy good.
Hey, Bobby, how do you get to the chase?
You know where they race modifieds? Start there.
Then you'll go past a lot of trucks.
Okay.
What am I, your tour guide? Beat it.
Easy, Kevin. Want to take home the title? You gotta get to the chase first. NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. Rated E for everyone.
Just follow me.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Drivers ready!
Hey, wait, whoa. What are we racing for anyway?
For fun?
How about let's race for a Coke?
Go! Out the road, buddy. Harvick, come on!
Got some horsepower, Bobby. Come on, DJ, get out of the way.
Going down, Walter.
Sorry, Kyle. No problem.
I just wrecked in turn 5. Last lap.
Nice race, guys. Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, we need you in the pits. Oh, dang. Sorry about your little car, Tony.
Doesn't add up, Sam.
Yeah, this is chocolate and caramel, but how could it be crunchy? Crunchy! Oh, sweetheart, we're gonna blow the lid off this cake. There's something hidden here inside this Twix bar. Look, under thick milk chocolate, under golden caramel, a cookie. A crunchy cookie.
I knew you could do it.
Tastiest case I ever cracked.
Oh, Sam.
Twix cookie bars, chocolate, caramel, and a surprising cookie crunch.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
Whoa, motherfucker!
New 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mexico City, the Mexico City road course. Hoferber has led all 4 laps so far today. Peter has stayed in second literally the entirety of the race, with the gap maintained between 0.3 to 0.5. Not really increasing or decreasing by much. Hoferber has won the Verizon IndyCar Series championship, and that's what got him this ride in the 0-3. Although he has not had much success in this series up till today, where it looks like he may lead a good amount of laps, if not win the race, dominating this race, depending on what happens on pit road. All we know is that right now, Hoferber has a chance of getting his way into the chase in this situation if he were to win this race and continue to have a more consistent couple of weeks. As the chase winds down, as we're getting to that point where the chase is slowly but surely creeping its way on up. It will be a hassle to get up to the front 12. The rules are to get into the chase, you have to be in the top 12 or 400 points behind the leader, I believe. We are using the 2007 chase system. So I'm sure that's exactly how it works. I know the 04 one, it was like 12th place on back if you were 400 points back. Not so sure. Maybe 10th and 200 points. I don't know. I think I may have mixed them up. In any case, Hoferber holds that lead over Peter in second. And Jeffrey Chevelle, our Atlanta winner, in third. Jeffrey has not had a very consistent last few weeks. Today may be one of his best consistent races. Hoferber has a good amount of speeds in these corners. There are a few corners that jump out and bite him. As you see on the right now, it looks like he's starting to pull away from Peter just a slight bit. As the top 10 stands, we have J.J. Hoferber in first, Peter in second, Jeffrey Chevelle in third, Christopher Owen in fourth, Fred Bennington in fifth. Got a move for second right now between Jeffrey Chevelle and Peter. And Peter looks like he's going to go side by side with Jeffrey here in the next few corners. Whoa! Huge braking for that 70 car to give that 32 a chance to get up to second. But that means that he still has a ton of ground to make up to get up to that 03 car. Still has a ton of space in front of him. Does that 03 have enough power to get to victory lane for the first time this season, or will Jeffrey Chevelle get a second win of this season by another lap? Well, actually, not another last lap pass. I was thinking of another series. That was my mistake. We've had a good amount of winners in this series. We've had a couple of repeat winners. We've had dominant drivers. And we've had drivers that have had a dominant few weeks and then fallen off the face of the earth in the other few that followed. Hoferber is one of those. He's a driver that could be very consistent one week, and then for the next two, he could be very inconsistent. Not inconsistent. Man, good grammar, me. Hoferber has been shown to be very, very, very aggressive when he wants to, but also he will stay at the back if it's good for him. He's like this in the Piston Cup Series. He won 5 races early in the season and then fallen off the face of the earth, but that was because he wanted to be calm about the stuff. He didn't want to be too aggressive. He knows he's locked into the chase in the Piston Cup Series. So now he's just trying to get his way into a championship situation here in this series. It could happen if he continues being this consistent. Depending on what's happening here in the next couple of laps, will they go down pit road? Will they stay out for the entirety of the race? Don't know. Don't know entirely sure. As I'm looking up the chase scoring system for 2007, it is just the top 12 that will be in the chase. Just the top 12 after 26 races. In 04, it was top 10 and others within 400 points of the points leader. So definitely a little different. Out of battle for third, Christopher Owen side by side with Peter. And Peter will be passed for third by Christopher Owen. With 9 laps about to be completed when they cross that line, Christopher Owen will move up to the third spot. Jeffrey Chevelle has caught up to the 03 car. Maybe able to make a move here in the next couple of laps. He's looking really close to him. Gained a couple of tenths on him. Decreased that lead up to a tenth of a second. Jeffrey Chevelle looking for his second win of the season. Hoferberg trying to get his first of this series. So far, that corner really helps out Hoferberg. He always gets at least a good tenth or two of a gap, if not more, especially on this straightaway. So you got to have a good amount of straightaway speed, especially in that situation. Hoferberg trying to lead all the laps and dominate and win. Maybe a little difficult if pit stops are going to become a factor. But there's only one way to find out. Especially with 11 laps to go. Do you want to come down halfway? If you have to come down, would you want to come down halfway, or would you stick it out as long as you can? It's a road course. I would choose to go down halfway, but that's just me. I'm not the greatest road course racer. I'm not a good racer at all, so I don't know. Hoferberg trying to defend his lead over Jeffrey Chevelle in the 32. You may see Christopher Owen make a move up to the lead because he's starting to catch up to the 32. It's maybe a tight battle for the lead before you know it. Here comes that corner that Hoferberg is really good at. He's coming up here, so Jeffrey Chevelle's trying to make a move as quick as he can, but not too late. As you see, Hoferberg really has a good car for that corner, especially on the straightaways. That's probably why he got the pole and is dominating this race. See the cars roaring by. It's a tight battle for the lead. It's not that one kind of a race where Hoferberg can pull away and just be in the clear. He has to defend and not make a mistake. He makes a mistake and that 32 or even that 00 will capitalize. Speaking of the 00, we might as well talk about this 00 car because we really don't talk about him that much. He won Pikes Peak after Noah Robb led the first half of the race. Now with Christopher Owen trying to get a consistent top 5 here the past couple of weeks, this 00 car is on the verge of becoming a very, very, very vital contender for the chase. Already in the early parts of this season, we have 3 drivers battling for a chase championship. If we didn't have a chase format, that would be a good thing. But we have a chase format, so they're battling kind of for no reason at this point. Because the chase, at race 26, we would determine the top 10 drivers to battle for the championship. And then we would have 8 races to determine the final, the NASCAR Mountain Dew Kickstarter champion. Chris is so far in the top 10 in points, and he's trying his hardest to stay in the top 10 and keep his way in getting into the chase. When these drivers get into the chase, it'll definitely be a game of who could have the most consistent 8 weeks in a row. I'm kind of putting my money on Chris because he's always had a good car. Chris has always had a good car, but he's always been taken out, whether it be for pit stops or a caution. Either he's involved or not. But if we were to talk about the chase, we would have to talk about this current points leader, Miles Mashburn. He has won 2 races already this season. Sears Point and I think Pigs Creek. I think that was the other track. I believe that was the other track. The 72 car has definitely shown that he could be a very, 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 very hard charging driver. Especially now with Eli Bright and Noah Robb not too... Well, actually, Eli Bright's just a couple cars behind him. Noah Robb is still in the back of the field. It may just be these two battling it out until the chase. Never know. All we know is that right now, it is all Hoferber. He's led all the laps so far. No thoughts of coming down pit road yet. It looked like he was. It may have just been me trying to... I don't know. It may have just been me being a little crazy for a moment. John Hart has the fastest lap so far in 33. Christopher Owen definitely has a fast car in the top 10, and so does Hoferber and Jeffrey Chevelle. Where can we find that 28 car in the leaderboard? Let's see. 33rd. Alright. Been a very, very calm and clean race today. We've only seen one incident, and it was just a two-car little mess at the sand trap. But they kept it clean and they kept it going. They're not that far behind, honestly. They're only 20 seconds back, which it could have been a lot more if they were heavy. If they got heavy damage, they could have been at least a lap down if they went down pit road. But it looks like they let me check again. Let me check. Yeah, they're just a couple seconds behind the 4-car Daniel Rickman. That could have been a lot more if they stayed in there just a little bit longer. With Hoferber leading when they come to 7 laps to go, it is gonna be go time for these drivers of Jeffrey Chevelle and Christopher Owen to get up to the front of the field before it's too late. Will any of these two drivers behind Hoferber make a move for the lead? Will any driver make a move for the lead? It's anybody's ball game still. Anything could happen to Hoferber. We'll take another quick commercial break. 7 laps to go with this race here in Mexico City. We'll be back in a moment.
Don't go into the grass. Don't go into turn 3. Don't go into turn 3. God, no. Jerry, don't go into turn 3. Think of your wife. Think of your kids. Don't do it, Jerry. You have so much to live for. Don't go into turn 3. Jerry! Jerry! Why'd you do it, Jerry? Why'd you go into turn 3? We told you not to. No! Jerry! Kentucky Speedway, the most dangerous corner in NASCAR. Dramatic commercial is dramatic. Fuck me.
We run with a fast crowd, a tough crowd.
More like a mob.
43 asphalt warriors.
Guys with one motto.
What goes around
Comes around.
eye for an eye, fender for a fender. Paybacks are a promise. Races end,
Rivalries don't.
you got a nice ride there. It'd be a shame if something were to
Happen to it.
Careful who you mess with, because now the pack doesn't forget. NASCAR Thunder 2004, rated E for everyone. EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Goodbye, splatter of alien gore. Goodbye, strange indoor trees. Goodbye, deadly bunker, old friend. Goodbye, giant windmill thingy of unknown purpose. Goodbye, evil obelisk. Goodbye, place where I got sniped, blown up, ambushed, incinerated. Good times. Yeah.
Once you bid fond farewell to Halo 2, pre-order Halo 3 at GameStop. Power to the players. Rated M for mature.
Alright. Let's get something done today, shall we? Oh, what the fuck? Microsoft. Because every time you click on something, we're gonna crash on you. Buy us now. Welcome back to the Mexico City Road Course. And with 5 laps to go in this race, pit stops. I thought pit stops were gonna be happening today, and here they are. What will these drivers do? The race off pit road will determine the winner of this race. Hulkenberg comes down pit road. Oh, Peter hits Christopher Owen's car coming into his pit stall. Maybe some damage to that Zevity car. Maybe some damage to that 00. 00 tries to come off first, but it's Hulkenberg who comes off. The battle for the lead is quickly shifting. It's real close between the two drivers of J.J. Hulkenberg and Christopher Owen. Fred Bennington has stayed out on track, and he's trying to squeeze his way up to the front of the field. Here comes that Fred Bennington car. He's trying to make a move over Christopher Owen. He'll try and take... No, he will not take second. He will keep third, but that will hurt Christopher Owen's chances of getting up to the front of the field. Unbelievable. Just when we thought it was going to be a close side-by-side battle for the lead, it would turn into another one of those kind of things. Anyway, Hulkenberg keeps the lead. Chris in second. Fred Bennington in third. Miles in fourth. Jeffrey Chevelle in fifth. The field on back as the drivers have come off pit road. Don't know if that 72 car is making a wise move to stay out another lap or try and stretch it the whole way. That 72 car didn't... I don't think he went down pit road. I don't recall him going down pit road. If he went down pit road, that was a pretty fast stop. I swear it looked like he went down pit road, but he probably didn't. He's staying out anyway, so he's probably trying to stretch it the rest of the way. Could happen. That 72 car could stretch it the entire... I don't know if he went down pit road. I could be wrong. That was a pretty fast stop if he went down pit road. In any case, Hulkenberg has the lead. It's a 3-car battle for the second spot. Looks like Hulkenberg has this one in the bag. Looks like it. Chris is being challenged by several drivers. Kind of want to take a look. Let me take a look for a second. Did he ever go down pit road? He never went down pit road, so Miles Mashburn is real. He's going to try and stretch it the entirety of the race. If this works, that 72 car is going to get a lot more positions than Eli Bright, which would help him tremendously in the points as of right now. That is some ball strategy by that 72 team. If him or Fred go down pit road at any moment, well, that's just going to be a big mistake. This is either going to turn out to be the greatest move in the 72 and 74's career in this season, or it's going to be a disaster for both those guys, because these guys are trying to stretch it the entire way. They gained a couple positions, which is good. But if they run out of fuel, or if they make a mistake and they lose a lot of positions because their tires are old, that's not going to be good. Especially that you have Jeffrey Chevelle and John Hart right behind you, pushing their way up to the front with fresh tires. Keeping an eye on the 72 car, in the 74 car, just trying to see if any signs of slowing down is going to hurt these guys, because this move that they're doing takes a lot of balls from not only the driver but the crew chief. The crew chief must have said to them, they are pitting, but we are not. And that is some balls move by them. And it wasn't just these two either. Dylan Skinner on the 48 I saw also stayed out. There were a couple other drivers that stayed out. One hand, that could be good if they hold on for these two, if they hold on to their positions and not lose a lot. On the other hand, it could be a bad move, especially if they run out of fuel. 2 laps to go here at the Mexico City road course. Hoferber increasing the lead over Christopher Owen. The battle for third with Miles trying to go past Fred Bennington. Miles and Fred still, oh, they were still side by side coming into that corner, but not so much after that corner. Does it look like Miles and Fred Bennington are gonna try and stretch it the entirety of the way? If this works, Miles will be a he would be the points leader by a good margin of points. The only leader that we've had today is JJ Hoferber. This would, like, the move that these drivers made that to stay out was a good move. I would have probably done it too if I wanted to risk it for the biscuit, maybe. But the only thing that I could say from this is with these drivers, the only way I would have done it is if I would have been guaranteed a spot up at the front. If not, the lead, probably a top 5. Miles Mashburn is trying to do just that. He's trying to get a nice little top 5 from this. But we're gonna we're just gonna quit speculating for now, as the white flag has been shown to Hoferber in the 0-3. Almost 2-second lead over Christopher Owen. Christopher Owen trying to get a second win of the season is not looking like he's gonna do it. Hoferber, the Verizon IndyCar Series champion. The series that was retired early because of not that much good ratings, I guess. Probably because I didn't use open wheel tracks. That's probably why. And I'm an idiot on that part. But I didn't know better. But anyways. Hoferber has the lead, and he's looking like he's going to keep that lead up until the finish line. Christopher Owen is trying his hardest to get up till it's the front, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. Hoferber has one good corner, and then he has a great amount of straightaway speed. Hoferber coming into the final corner of this race. He will be showing the checkered flag coming out of this corner and into the straightaway. JJ Hoferber, the Verizon IndyCar Series champion, will win in the NASCAR Mountain Dew Kickstarter Series. A race won by over 2 seconds. Hoferber wins. Chris gets second. Fred Bennington and Miles Mashburn stretch it the entire way, and it works for the both of them, getting third and fourth. John Hart in fifth. Jeffrey Chevelle in sixth. Justin Seigel in seventh. Dylan Skinner in eighth. Peter in ninth. And Skylar Fleming in 10th. The rest of the field on back. We'll show you the official standings right after this. The drivers are making their way across the track again. It's all JJ Hoferber winning this race, ladies and gentlemen. Your official standings are shown on the left side of your screen, middle left side of your screen. Hoferber wins it by over 2 seconds over Christopher Owen. It's a good win by JJ Hoferber. No drivers out of the race. Austin Kramer and Timmy Clusters, however, were involved in an accident early on. That costed them the race. But in any case, that'll be it. For this will be race 11. And ladies and gentlemen, next race, let me pull up the list of races here. Next race will go to the one and only Talladega Superspeedway. That should be a fun track to race on. We sure as hell can't wait to go there. Or at least I can't. I want to do that now. But we'll see you all next week at Alabama. Talladega Super Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Sulphur. Have a good one, everybody.